Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac AFTERBIRTH Plus. We are doing challenges today, and I always do it on the wrong save file here. Suicide King is our next one. You might be saying, why not just copy that save file into the first slot from the second slot? The answer to that question is, maybe one day we'll have the capability to get, oh Jesus, I forgot what this one was. We'll have the ability to get 3,000,000%, you know, to get all 3 save files handled. That was like kind of an awful draw there. But anyway, life goes on. What we're gonna do here is try to succeed on the Suicide King challenge. What do we have? Ipecac, My Reflection, Mr. Mega. You're giving me more spiders? Oh, Jesus. So how do we work our way out of this pretty terrible mess? Well, it's not easy, but nobody, oh, sorry about that mouse pointer. Nobody said it was easy. It'd be such a shame for us to art. I think that's how The Scientist by Coldplay goes. I don't remember. It's been a while. That's a different song. Okay, I also don't remember what our HP is on this run, which is arguably like substantially more of a problem. We probably don't have item rooms. Our damage is lovely. We at least got a spirit heart there. The big problem, of course, is just going to be dodging our Ipecac shots, and there's an easy way to get around that, although it's also somewhat unlikely, and that's to pick up Pyromaniac or Host Hat, both of which are, anecdotally speaking, relatively rare, I think it's fair to suggest. I would really like to stop accidentally creating more spiders, because I'm blowing up these freaking pots, but it's not plausible, dude. They just keep coming, and they don't stop coming. Don't even ask what they do to the rules. Okay, we got HP back. We've actually handled ourselves relatively well on this floor. This may surprise you. I mean, I'm not super stoked at the damage I took there. This may surprise you. I'm actually really happy we fought Ragman. It seemed like close to an ideal boss fight for us to have here. Now, I think it's fairly obvious here. Yeah, Cathedral would be nice, actually. Hey! I wasn't even being facetious. Cathedral, to make flies not aggro us, is gonna make it a little easier to kill a variety of different enemies here. Anyway, our game plan is pretty simple. Shoot Ipecac in such a way that it explodes on enemies without having a chance to ever ricochet and come back to us. That's the dream come true here. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I think this is the one that we failed when we played through Rebirth the first time. That's gonna be a problem. And you're done. Just put this down here to be safe. And one more spirit heart for the road. Oh, it's a dream come true room. Or as I call it, a droom. You know what? You lost your chance. If you want to make spiders, then make spiders, dude. But when I get lemons from life, I don't make spiders, I make Spiderade. It's a lemonade analog made out of spiders that's substantially cheaper, and as a result gives us a competitive advantage in the market as compared to products that contain real fruit. So what is the, apart from just dodging our own Ipecac shots, I think one of the things we could pursue is shot speed. I think if we're able to get high shot speed, we might be able to shoot straight longer before our shots would come back and hurt us. So I think that that's a sensible approach for us to take there. Dessert is fine, and then we will try both of these. Pentagram is, again, fine. Judas's Shadow, also fine. I'll be the first to tell you, we probably don't need extra damage. What is our extra life here as well? I don't recall how that works in Suicide King, but anyway, we're out. Good performance, sort of. I'm happy we're alive, and I'm looking forward to making some progress here. This is the hardest challenge, one of the hardest challenges, at least in Rebirth, in my opinion. So if we fail this once, twice, 3 times a lady, it doesn't really matter. You know, it's par for the course, to be expected, I guess is what I mean to say there. Oh, okay. I've been playing a little bit more Isaac today than I have the past week or so, and I'm not gonna you know, belabor the discussion by going off on, like, yet another, oh, the backlog is so big sort of thing. I recognize we have larva. It's pretty decent, but yeah, that's gonna hurt. Let's check it out. So I feel like, you know, just escape here. Even though that trinket is probably better. I feel like I'm in a good position to perform okay right now. Like, I'm primed. I'm ready, and then as they say in the song, willing and able. And again, I don't know if that's, that could be CanCon. That could be a Canadian song. Would not surprise me. The easiest way out. Now that there's actually a surprising number of, like, almost cheesable strategies here, I guess. But the easiest way out is probably just to pick up, like, brimstone or something. Anything that makes it so that our shots either no longer explode or they just go straight for, like, infinite range. So, like, technology would also be really good. Missing that would have been a problem. Why are you... Is it Skatol? Makes you so slow? I don't think we've gotten Skatol on our, like, vanilla save file yet, so, we are still missing that. That was almost a genius play. If I hadn't shot again, it might have been a genius play, but anyway. Let's go. Just focus. I find, and I don't know if this is true for other people, because, I don't know, do other people... Do you talk to yourself when you play video games? I'm excited. Seems like actual hell. Wait, was the other one I'm drowsy? Okay, give me I'm drowsy for the boss fight at least. But I find when I'm focused on doing something, I oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes do worse. You know, the big example for me is like rhythm games. So in Guitar Hero or Rock Band, if you're playing a track, if you're thinking about playing the track, I oftentimes find that I actually play a lot worse. And if I'm not thinking about playing the track, if I'm like lost in my own world, I find that I'm kind of like absent-mindedly oftentimes doing way better than expected. And I think the same holds true for Isaac. I think when I go off on tangents in Isaac, I oftentimes find, I know I said oftentimes about 1,000,000 times there, I oftentimes find myself playing a little bit better. So the jury is now out. That's not the phrase. The time is now to find a tangent to speak of. Okay, I'm drowsy did not last as long as I wanted it to, but he still died. Are you a wizard? Please don't give me Krampus here. I'm begging you. Oh, it's not Krampus. It's 2 abilities to fly. That was a tough decision. Normally, like, Spirit of the Night is 10 out of 10 times better. Or it's better 10 out of 10 times than Lord of the Pit. However, in this situation, I'm not convinced because we might actually not want spectral tears because we'd rather have more fine control over when our tears explode. We also, in many runs, we probably would have wanted to take both just to facilitate the easy Judas' Shadow. I don't think that's the case on this one, though. Excuse me? Excuse me? Something is not right when we're, you know, we have 48 damage or 45 damage, I guess. And yet we can't kill that guy in one hit. Range up. Actually pretty good. Just gonna be honest with you. You guys are getting blown up. There's a small chance I might be able to make the demon judgment work for us, so I'm gonna leave you alive for now. Or as Arnold Schwarzenegger said in the classic film from 1985, Commando, I like you, Sully. That's why I'm gonna kill you last. And then when he kills him, he says, you know when I said I was gonna kill you last? And he goes, yeah? And he goes, I lied. It's a perfect movie. The only perfect movie ever made. Well, what about Schindler's List? Yeah, what about Schindler's List? As far as I'm concerned, that's just like Steven Spielberg's The Hottie and the Naughty. That's Steven Spielberg's Norbit. That's Steven Spielberg's Adventures of Pluto Nash. That's Steven Spielberg's Tower Heist. That's Steven Spielberg's Bowfinger. Okay, pump the brakes. Bowfinger's actually really good. Not everything Eddie Murphy has done since the year 2000 is trash. Yeah, what about The Nutty Professor? The Nutty Professor, I'm sorry to tell you. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. You've made me be the bearer of bad news here. I saw Nutty Professor 2: The Clumps in theaters. Got lots of fond memories of that movie. I like when the lady says Hercules, Hercules. It's just not great, though. Okay. We're still alive. We got a spirit heart. Let's get that party started on a Saturday night. There's something to be said for a remote detonator. I may buy it just because... Oh, what the? I may buy it just because we get 5 bombs out of it. But let's see if we get a deal with the devil here and, like, what our decision-making process will look like as a result. You're poisoned to death. I'm sorry to tell you, you've been poisoned to death. No! You're dead! I don't... That was... I'm mad. Well fought, though. Grab this. Okay, we gotta beat the Cathedral. So there's, like, a lot of game left, unfortunately. Grab this. I think we stick with Bob's Rotten Head, even though it might actually do less damage. That was an amnesia pill in there. And we're, you know, keep on rocking in the free world doo-doo-doo-doo. Trying to see maybe... It's really hard for me to look for a secret room because our shots no longer explode on the walls. Case in point. I don't see why it wouldn't be here. Let's get the heck out. Oh. So, other things that are like 10 out of 10 at this point. If we could get 9 lives, I would be very happy. Because, I mean, how many times do you think we have to hit Isaac to kill him at this point? Under 10. Or somewhere in that vicinity, at least. So, I think it's very conceivable to suggest that we could, over the course of many lives, beat Isaac with 1 HP. We have to get to Isaac first. Of course, you can't forget about that. The other thing is, it would be nice to have a little bit more speed. Makes it easier to kind of like dodge. It's like Kerbal Space Program, right? We can dodge around our shots a little bit more effectively as a product of our speed parameter. Skatole is actually, I wouldn't say it's the unsung hero of this run, because I reserve that for like things that actually have a pretty marked impact on the run. But Skatole is way better than I ever would have expected it to be. Just neutralizing those annoying flies is like 8 out of 10 usefulness. Stop. I have to hit you with this. Like, pardon? That was bad. You will never get this. How can you both be so close to death? It just doesn't. You didn't even have a health bar there. That's cheating. Speed plus range. Exactly what we were looking for. It's another amnesia pill. We're gonna do this world a favor and be the pill garbage can. We probably shouldn't have done that because we could have looked for a shop. But I'm out. I'm out, dude. This isn't about rushing. Every room carries with it an inherent cost. And the cost is directly proportional to the likelihood that we damage ourselves. What we're trying to do is race against time here. And honestly, like it's not that bad. We got a big speed upgrade, so it's not that bad. Every item we get is a golden gift. So I'm probably going to try to use the Hermit to get out of boss rush. I think that strikes me as the most sensible approach to our relatively complicated situation right now. That worked. I'm almost like mad at myself that worked. This thing's gonna be a bit of a difficulty. So this is our mom floor. It's funny. Oh, there's a tinted rock there I almost missed. It's funny, but I almost feel like this is not as difficult as it was the first time I did it. And, oh, we actually didn't need to waste our bomb there. I'm wondering if it's because over the course of the last, like, 2 or 3 years, I have willfully created this My Reflection Ipecac situation for myself over and over. And as a result, I'm, like, used to it at this point. It's not my natural resting state. But it's not as bad as it could be. I mean, what do we care about here? We'll grab Piggy Bank because we can. A range up's not bad, and then I think we're just out. Possibly Second secret room. Literal second secret room. Ooh, I'm drowsy. Range up. I think we're still good on the range ups, and our pill is the hermit. So we need the hermit for now. And then we'll take I'm drowsy maybe down to mom's heart. Might be an acceptable approach there. Good, good, good. Like, I think it's smart to aim to just barely miss. That way the shot might catch the walls on the way back and is more likely to miss us. That was like 10 out of 10. I'm 0% mad. I would love to ditch Bob's rotten head for Krampus's non-rotten head. Krampus's regular old head. Thank you. Thank you for not teleporting me as well. And then you can't go Loki's horns here, which is why I'm gonna go Loki's horns here. It's such a stupid decision that it would be idiotic for me not to do it, because I have the chance to shoot for the swing for the fences, and even if I miss, you know, land amongst the stars here. So what's the problem with this? Well, the problem with this is that every now and then, I get a little bit lonely cause you're never coming round. That's what we're worried about. Once every few shots, we're gonna accidentally fire 4 shots, and those are gonna be very tough to dodge because they're all gonna approach me from different sides. So it's gonna really force me to stay alert and stay safe here. Turn around, bright eyes, but don't you dare walk backwards cause you'll turn around, bright. Okay, what makes you small? Might pay dividends here. Okay, Curse of the Maze. We beat Loki's horns on that one. That was extremely close. I was gonna open those chests, which is why I walked back into that room. But maybe I'm gonna take this as a sign for now. I feel in control of this run. Blister is actually kind of horrible. I don't know if it would be that bad with 45 damage Ipecac, but I also think it would provide us with nothing. Oh! 1 holy mantle per floor. It's a dream come true. I could still see us losing this run, but I'm increasingly pleased with the way it looks right now. And unlike some of the runs, there's our holy mantle use, but still. Unlike some of our challenge runs, this one has not been a cheese. This one is like an absolutely like by the textbook approach to this. Except you probably, in most situations, would not take Loki's horns. I'll give you that one. No tinted rock on a room with this many rocks. I don't call them tinted rocks anymore either. They're hued stones. Stones of an alternative tint. Okay, thanks for the 2 bombs. That's very nice. And we got our spirit heart back for our earlier misplay, and then just dust Mama Gertie as easily as possible. You're dead. We gotta deal with the devil and a big speed upgrade. And the deal with the devil is not quite Guppy, but we need to take Guppy's head. That's fine. Guppy's head is better than Krampus's head in this situation. Getting 3 flies per room that can do 90 damage each is disgusting. Or not 90, I guess they do, oh, that hurts. They do 45 plus, well, they do 45 times 1.5. That's, or, it's been a while since I had to care about that. I can't recall specifically. Like a congressman on trial, I cannot recall. Let's move on. The Womb 2. 4 flies of this magnitude can do a lot of damage, my dudes. Retrovision is irrelevant. These are not, though. I thought we already had Bob's Curse to start. No, we had Mr. Mega to start. That's correct. Another Spirit Heart. Oh, Holy Mantle's gone. That's completely my bad. Remember, we do have a Dark Judas respawn. Oh! I don't know what happened. We got a Bob transformation somewhere in the middle there. I thought we would have died from getting hit there, but apparently not. So, lucky us. What is our other... Like, we have a first life here. That's what I'm trying to reconcile. I find myself confused. Dude, the Bob transformation is so rare. Anytime we, like, get a Loki's horn shot, if the option is open to us, just bail. Like, get out of the room as soon as you can. Run away from the Loki. Run away. It's not the note, baby. From Runaway. Okay. It's not... I mean, it's more useful immediately, less useful long-term. Crystal Ball. Love a Spirit Heart. We didn't get a Spirit Heart. We got a Stars card. It's fine, but not what we're looking for. So these guys are just going to get torn. Like a Natalie and Brulia jam. And it is a jam. Not quite banger status, but... Blast from the past, no doubt. Tinted Rock. That's a big one. That's pretty bad. We're basically like living and dying based on the strength of our Tinted Rocks right now. Or based on the fact that we're finding Tinted Rocks. Which essentially means that our survival is entirely a product, not of our luck stat, but of our like mercurial, you know, luck stat IRL. So, I'm... That shouldn't make you very confident about our chances. Yet at the same time, here we are. Still rocking in the free world. Good work. So we could go into the self-sacrifice, or the cursed room, but if we go into there, we would need to get something to take us out or we're dusted. Ooh. What an interesting conundrum we find ourselves facing. Never mind, it's just a single trinket. We also have a Stars card instead of the I'm Drowsy pill. So I must have left I'm Drowsy on the previous floor. You might be irritated, by the way, by the fact that I don't use Ipecac to blow open the secret rooms. It's because it's honestly super difficult. And also, as a result, dangerous to get the Ipecac shot to actually blow up on the door. It refuses to play nice, so we gotta be a little bit more cautious. No, that one's not it. That's already it. This should be a second secret room here, then. I would rather fire as little as possible, by the way, but in the end, we gotta kind of nut up. We're gonna have to shoot sometimes. This is a problem. That's fine. So our first respawn was Laz. Okay. Which I probably should have realized you start with. I tried so hard to dodge that. That was like, there was a maelstrom. Nah, I don't buy it. Okay, we still got Jark Dudis here. But we also have a possible second secret room. Nice. Range up. Again, I still think that's okay. And, I don't mind this, actually. We got a Spirit Heart. We got some more flies. A luck up would make it more worthwhile, but sure. Okay. So, we're doing 50 damage. I guess we don't get a second damage multiplier. A little bit of a bummer, but, you know, you're doing your part here. We got hit once, and that's completely okay. Get the heck out of town. So we want to fight Isaac as soon as possible, but it wouldn't be the worst thing to find some Tinted Rocks along the way. So we're going to check out these rooms, and if we ever feel afraid, like that, we're going to teleport. And dude, that was actually, I was inside of the Devil's Beam. So I consider myself extremely lucky to have not taken damage there. Another plausible win condition is honestly bombs. We don't have many, but Oh, that was so dumb. A combination of bombs and flies could get the job done. Spirit hearts, please. That's not a spirit heart. I hate this. Take me out. Real problems. Good stuff. Dude, that was like... My like, spinal cord took over function for me there. No! I'm mad. So, I mean, it is my own fault. I took Loki's horns. I shouldn't have taken Loki's horns, but it was fun. On our second pass, we'll go through these and, you know, do it the old-fashioned way, probably. Unless I forget, which is also plausible. But for now, thanks for indulging me. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ah!